What if the only thing standing between you and your biggest dreams is a collection of stories you've been telling yourself about what's possible? Right now, your mind is operating like a GPS system that's been programmed with outdated maps. These mental maps are filled with dead ends labeled, "I'm not smart enough," detours marked, "People like me don't succeed," and roadblocks stamped with, "It's too late to change." But here's the truth that will transform everything. These limitations exist only in your thinking, not in reality. Limiting beliefs are like invisible chains. You can't see them, but you feel their weight every time you hesitate to apply for that dream job, start that business, or pursue that relationship. Research shows that 85% of our thoughts are negative, and 95% are repetitive. This means you're literally rewiring your brain for limitation every single day. But possibility thinking changes everything. It's the art of asking "what if" instead of "what's wrong." It's choosing to see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. When you shift from limitation to possibility, you don't just change your thoughts, you change your entire reality. Here's your first strategy. Question everything you believe about yourself. Take that voice in your head that says, "I could never do that," and challenge it with evidence. Ask yourself, is this absolutely true? Where did this belief come from? What would I attempt if I knew I couldn't fail? Most limiting beliefs crumble under investigation because they're built on assumptions, not facts. Strategy 2. Surround yourself with possibility thinkers. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your circle is filled with dream crushers and excuse makers, it's time for an upgrade. Seek out mentors, join communities, read books by people who have achieved what you want. Their possibility thinking becomes contagious. Strategy 3. Start small but think big. Possibility thinking isn't about making unrealistic leaps. It's about expanding your comfort zone 1 degree at a time. If you want to start a business, begin with a side project. If you want to get fit, start with 10 minutes a day. Each small success rewrites your story about what's possible. Strategy 4. Reframe failure as feedback. Thomas Edison didn't fail 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. He found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Possibility thinkers understand that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone to success. Every setback contains valuable information about your next move. Strategy 5. Visualize your expanded reality. Your brain can't distinguish between what's vividly imagined and what's actually experienced. Spend time each day mentally rehearsing your success. See yourself confidently presenting that proposal, crossing that finish line, or receiving that acceptance letter. This isn't wishful thinking, it's strategic mental programming. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Your brain will resist this shift. It's designed to keep you safe, not happy. When you start thinking bigger, that inner critic will get louder. It'll remind you of past failures and predict future disasters. This resistance isn't a sign you're doing something wrong, it's proof you're growing. Here's what separates possibility thinkers from everyone else. They feel the fear and expand anyway. They understand that comfort zones are beautiful places, but nothing ever grows there. They know that the magic happens when you're willing to be uncomfortable in service of your dreams. Remember, every breakthrough in human history started with someone who refused to accept the current reality as permanent. The Wright brothers didn't let the fact that humans had never flown stop them from building an airplane. Rosa Parks didn't let societal limitations define her possibilities. Your current circumstances are not your permanent address. Possibility thinking isn't about ignoring reality. It's about recognizing that reality is far more flexible than you've been taught. The same brain that created your limitations has the power to dissolve them. The same imagination that conjures up worst-case scenarios can design best-case realities. Starting today, catch yourself when that limiting voice speaks up. Thank it for trying to protect you, then consciously choose a more empowering thought. Ask yourself, what would I do if I knew success was inevitable? What risks would I take if I trusted my ability to handle any outcome? Your possibilities are not limited by your past, your resources, or other people's opinions. They're only limited by your willingness to think beyond what you've always known. The moment you decide that your dreams are not just possible but inevitable, you step into a version of yourself that was always there, waiting to be discovered. Stop asking if you can and start asking how you will. Your expanded life is waiting.